It's time to beat the clock. Lights of Broadway, sights of Broadway, sounds of Broadway all around. And there above shines the name Sylvania, pioneering light, sight, and sound. Finer products, better products, tested quality. Made for you by Sylvania, pioneer for half a century. Beat the clock, brought by Sylvania. Beat the clock to entertain you. It's time to play Beat the Clock.
Now here he is, America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Collyer.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome once again to Beat the Clock, the show where you can have the time of your life playing against time for big-time prizes. If I recall correctly, we have some holdover contestants from last week, so come on over here with me and let's meet them again. Hi there, how are you? Mr. and Mrs. James Greco, G-R-E-C-O, of Mount Vernon, New York. Hiya, Jim.
How you doing, Bud?
Life insurance agent. You've been married just a year, is that right?
That's right.
A little over a year. We just started you out on a little stunt, didn't we, when time ran out? I want to explain, of course, briefly that the bonus runs along every week, and you or anyone that happens to be up at our at one of these stunts at the time, whenever the bell rings during the show, they're the ones that get to try our bonus. It's worth $400 tonight. Maybe you, maybe anybody else that follows you. Well, let's see how well you learned your lesson at home. Did you practice at all?
Oh, yeah, my back hurts.
Your back hurts? You practice so much? Come on over here with me and let's see what it is on the $100 clock that might have given you a lame back. If you'll step right over on this side, Miss Greco. Jim, you might as well. Yes, I'll take it for you and hang it back up over here. All right, now, I'll explain to the audience, since you already know what it is, that this ball is wound up on a string. And when I say go, these two very nice people have to unwind the ball without touching the stick or any part of the ball or anything else with their hands. Just has to be unwound by whatever convolutions you may dream up to go through. We'll take a look at our clock and see how many seconds you have. 45 seconds to beat the $100 clock. You ready, Jim? Ready, Miss Greco?
Ready.
Go. There you go. Good enough. Beat the clock. Hey, Jim. Yeah, what was this deal of the, you know, how about that? That seemed to be that nothing happened until you started to do that. I don't quite know what that contributed, but it sure worked, didn't it, Miss Greco? Well, we'll find out what your problem is on the $200 clock in just a... Okay, Miss Greco, look what we've done to your husband. Jim, they look fine on you, boy. I'd wear them all the time if I were you. I really would, except in hot weather. Tell me, do you folks ever play tic-tac-toe?
Yes.
You have played it, haven't you, from time to time? Well, I want to see just how good you are at it. We have a special, large tic-tac-toe board for you to play a little game on. Will you both come over here with me, please? And let's bring out our tic-tac-toe board, shall we? There we are. Lovely, lovely. Now, Miss Greco, if you will step over there to where Betty is, she has a piece of chalk for you. And Jim, Madeline has a shower cap for you, which I'm asking you to put on because it will keep your hair out of your eyes. Thank you very much, Madeline. Then you can step up alongside me here, Jim, if you will. Hey, that does nothing for you. All right. Now, here is our large-size tic-tac-toe board, you see? Now, we're making it a lot easier for you, as a matter of fact, than we are for your wife. What we want you to do is get a straight line across of zeros. You make the X's, your husband makes the zeros. Get a straight line across, you see, within the allotted number of seconds. Let's take a look at the clock and see how many seconds you have for this game, Jim. 45 seconds from the time I say go. Now, we have reserved the top row for you. Those are yours. Your wife can't play in there at all. She makes the X's anywhere else she wants to. We not only have reserved the top row for you, fella, but we have made it even easier. We've reserved zeros for you. You don't even have to mark them on. We have special zeros. Bring them out, will you please, girls? Let's bring out the zeros. That's the idea. There we are. These special zeros, as you can see, are 4 pie plates filled with whipped cream. Now, each of these pie plates is made just like this one. There's a little handle in there with which you can take a hold of the pie plate, carry it over here, and place it up on the little rack. When you get one there, one there, and one there, we'll stop the clock, and you'll beat the clock. The only difference between the way your pretty wife is making the X's with her fingers, her lily white hand, you can't use yours. You do yours with your pearly white teeth. You just reach down in each one of those pie plates, pick it up, and get one in each of those squares in the top row. We'll stop the clock, and you'll beat the clock. Got the idea? Okay, fella, you can't use your hands. 45 seconds from the time I say go. Are you ready? Go. Make a net. Make a net, Mr. Greco. Oh, get it up on that thing. All right. That's a boy. That's good. Get a hold of that out, boy. Okay, come on. Get the next one here. Here we go. Make another X there. Come on. That's the idea. Get it up on the shelf. Mr. Greco, come on. One more to go. You still got 28 seconds to do it, and you're doing fine. Get it up there, boy. Where is it? Okay. Stop the... Here, Roxanne, come on out with one of your Sylvania Super Flash balls with the blue dot for sure shot. Take a picture of the two. And you'll have that for a little record. The girls will get your husband all cleaned up. Miss Greco, you can come on over here with me because you have to now carry on for the family. Now, if you will just step right down there, that far end of this platform, you know, I guess already, that behind this curtain is our famous magnetic jackpot board. On it are all of the words of a famous saying or quotation, but they're all scrambled up out of order. Unscramble them, move them around on the board so they spell out the saying or quotation in 20 seconds from the time I say go. Do you understand? Okay, open the curtain. Step up on the platform. Go. Stop the clock. Neither a borrower nor a lender B is correct, and you've beaten our jackpot clock. Oh, my. Well, Miss Greco, all by yourself without your husband helping, and while he's getting cleaned up, you walked along there and beat our jackpot clock. So let's see what you've won. Just take a look over here.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Mr. and Mrs. Greco, your prize is Sylvania's exquisite console, the Montclair, with genuine hand-rubbed mahogany inlay doors. Large 21-inch movie-clear television with surrounding halo light for the greatest viewing comfort in all television. The Montclair is outstanding in performance and design. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Greco. You have just won Sylvania's jackpot prize.
My congratulations to you, too. Hope you enjoy watching people rock. Good night. You'll find your husband backstage. Bye. Roxanne, whom do we have now?
Bud, I'd like you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Bill Brewer from Greensboro, North Carolina.
I'm over here, remember?
Thanks.
Hello, Mr. and Miss Brewer. How are you?
How are
Bill,
you,
nice
Bud?
to know you.
Good to
Step
see
right
you.
up. You have your microphone to talk in there, and Miss Brewer's is right next to it. How are you, Miss Brewer?
Fine, thank you.
Greensboro, North Carolina, and you're a wholesale druggist, I see. Married 10 years? What about children?
One boy.
One boy, how old is he?
He's 5.
Where is he?
He's at home.
How do you happen to be visiting New York?
Well, we're up on a short vacation.
You don't have an anniversary or anything like that?
No.
The reason I ask is we're kind of happy tonight. We're celebrating an anniversary on the show. We just completed 2 years with our present sponsor, Sylvania. So we want to wish them, and we mean it, many happy returns of the day.
certainly
We hope
do.
we're still with you for a long time. Thanks very much. All right, Mr. and Miss Brewer, let's find out now what your problem is, and I find out that it's going to be one for you, Mr. Brewer. You have to carry on for the family at the beginning. So if you come over here with me, Bill, you can stand there and just wish her good luck, all right? Now, if you'll step over there, Betty has a large package for you. Now, if you turn facing the audience so I can show them all what it is. Tip it over just a little bit so they can see, too. It's a nest of hat. No, it's not a jack in the box. You don't trust us, Miss Brewer, do you? It's a nest.
I've seen it before.
You have? Well, nothing bad's going to happen. This is just a nest of hat boxes. There are 4 in number. Each one nested, one inside the other, as you can see, like that. Now, what I want you to do when I say go is just this. Without placing this box or any of the boxes or any part of the boxes on the floor at any time, I want you to take the boxes all out of there, put their covers back on them, and have them all stacked up, one on top of the other.
Oh,
What do you-
without putting any of them on the floor ever.
That's right. Well, you can put them on after you get them all stacked up if you want to, but not before that. Now, let's take a look at the clock.
What, now, I've got to put all the lids on after I've got them all on.
That's
All
right. Got the general idea, have you?
Yes,
You want me to
sir.
go through it again, or do you think you know? Okay, just
I
can't
just
put
hope
it.
I can do it. How long do I have?
Well, take a look. You got 55 seconds from the time I say go. Are you ready?
Am I ready?
You're ready?
Yes.
All right, go. Take it easy now. You got more time than you think you have. Don't get excited. That's the first one. That's right. Careful now. Go on. You can coach her, Bill. Go ahead.
I was planning for him to help me on this.
You were? Now find out which lid it is. I guess it's this lid here, isn't it? Huh? Find out which one it is. The other one. No, you had the other one first. Wait, you lost it. I'll get it out there for you because I gave you the bad advice. There you are. Here you are. There's the other lid right there. You still got 20 seconds. You're doing fine. Doing all right there. There. Now, all you got to do is get this lid on this. You still got 13 seconds. Yeah, 13 seconds. That's all. Here's the lid. It's underneath there. It's underneath there. That's the idea. Doesn't matter if it's upside down. That's all right. That's upside. Leave it upside down. Yeah, that's it. Come on, you got 2 seconds more. Get that up top there. Get the lid on top. Stop the clock. Oh, man. Bill, she deserves a kiss for that. Don't you think so? I do. You can knock your hat off. Okay, Miss Brewer, I guess Mr. Brewer must be all set up back there now. There, we got your coat back on you. Come on. Hey, the bonus! Before we go into the next stunt, you get the bonus. The bell rang. Come on, Bill. You step right out here now. Miss Brewer, you're not part of this. This your husband's entirely. Bring out the bonus question, if you will, please. It's a very heavy bonus question. The girls have to wheel it out on this, you understand? Madeline has the toughest part of it. Thank you, Betty. All right, now, here's a little saucepan. This is worth $400 in cash tonight, Bill, and here's what you have to do. You have to pick up the little tennis ball in the pot so that it stays in. If it rolls in and rolls out again, that is no good. It must go in there and stay in. Do you understand? The only difference between the way I did it and the way you're going to do it is that you are going to do it by holding the saucepan by this little loop at the end of the string. So if you'll take that, which hand? You right-handed or left-handed? All right, take it. No, can't wrap it around, just by the loop. Can't shorten the string in any way. You got to hold it right like that. That's it. Take a look over your shoulder, see how many seconds. 45 seconds for $400. Are you ready? Go. Can't touch it with your feet or your body or anything else. Seconds more, Bill. But that was a good try, fella. You sure were on the track of that one, I'm telling you. Well, when we call that a bonus, we mean just that. That was strictly extra, and it means that you don't lose anything by it. You still move on up to your $200 clock. I notice we put rubbers on your feet. That's because you got a little athletic exercise to do in this one. You bowled, I suppose, in your time. Well, you know, the old pin boy used to be there to put up the pins again after somebody knocked them down. They have a machine now that does it. Well, we have the pin boy again. You're going to be the pin boy. Miss Brewer, you're not part of this. He's going to do some athletic exercise. You want to take your coat off? Yeah, do that. Hang it right up on a hook, or else let Miss Brewer hold it for you. That's the idea. You come on over here with me. That's it. Clean out the pockets, boy. Okay, now step right on here, if you will. This is our 10-pin setup. You see it here? Now, what I'm going to do is this. You watch me very closely. I'm going to remove one row of those 10 pins. And those are the only 3 that you have to set up again. You see, Bill? I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to take this one and put it out here. Then I'm going to take the other one that was in that row and put it over here. Now, your problem is simply to get those... Thank you, Betty. Is to get those 3 10-pins standing up again back in the spots that are marked on the stage where they were. Do you see? Now, why is the ball hanging there? Well, I'll show you. When I say go, you stand back here, and you start this ball swinging around like that, you see, good and wide, make it a good circle, and you can't stop it again. You've got to let it swing, and while it's swinging, you've got to go out there and pick up that 10-pin, stand it up, get out there and get that one, stand that up, go out there and get that one, stand that up, one at a time, and not let this ball get down to where it knocks down any of the 10-pins. You can't touch the ball or get in the way of it. If it knocks down any 10 pins, you swing it one time, and it's got to keep swinging long enough for you to get those in there. So you can understand you got to get a good wide circle going around it. You understand? Take a look over your shoulder, see how many seconds. 40 seconds. You ready, Bill? Go. Oh, knock down the back row here. We've got to set them up again. Come on, girls. We'll have to put that row out where it was again. Now, let me explain what you did, Bill. You notice what you did? You got to swing at kind of an angle. It's got to be a perfect circle all the way around. Are you ready? Go. Hurry up, boy. Hurry up. All right, stop the clock. All right. Good enough. Well, now, Bill, comes the moment that your wife told me in confidence a minute ago that she was scared of, and you can't help her at all in this one. She's got to do this on her own. So if you will, just stand down over there, Bill, while Miss Brewer steps at the edge of this platform. In back of this curtain is our magnetic jackpot board. Step right up there if you want to. And on it are all the words of a famous saying or quotation, but they're all out of order. You get them back in order in 20 seconds. Are you ready? Open the curtain. Take your time. Go. No, left to right, just like you'd write a sentence. No, the sentence is right, but it's wrong. It's wrong. No. Oh, golly, I'm so sorry, Miss Brewer. What it should have been, of course, is if the shoe fits, wear it. That's the thing. If the shoe fits, wear it. That's all right. I'm sorry, too, but don't run away, because the two of you have done a real good job, and you've beaten our $200 clock, so let's see what you've won.
A Speed Queen washer with a time-saving bowl-shaped tub and double wall feature, which holds heat and keeps the water piping hot through the entire washing. Manufactured by the Speed Queen Corporation of Ripon, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Brewer. You have just won a Beat the Clock prize worth more than $200.
My congratulations to you, too. Will you? Bye-bye. Roxanne, whom do we have now?
Bud, I'd like you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Drew Flowers from what is it?
Drury
Dothan.
Flowers.
No, Drew.
Drew? Looks
yes,
like Drury
Drew.
here.
From Dothan, Alabama.
Well, hi there, Mr. and Mrs. Flowers. Nice to have you here. Miss
Thank you,
Flowers, you've been married 7 years, I see?
Yes, sir.
What about children?
3, sir.
3 children, that's what I've got. How many boys, how many girls?
2 girls, 1 boy.
That's just what I've got. Maybe we can work out a
Nice
deal
thing.
after the show. All right, Mr. and Mrs. Flowers of Dothan, Alabama. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
right? Okay, now we're going to find out what your problem is on the $100 clock right away. All right, here they come back again. We've taken your shoes off for a very special reason. I'll show you what it is. Matter of fact, Miss Flowers, you want to take your coat off? You might be a little cooler. That's the idea. Anything that might fall out of your top pocket there, so stick it in your coat pocket, huh? Or your pants pocket, that's all right. Then if you'll both come over here with me. Incidentally, I'd like to do a little welcoming, if I may. I just welcomed you. We have a couple of new stations, KMTV in Omaha and Ames, Des Moines, which join our Beat the Clock network for the first time. Welcome to you. Nice to have you with us. All right, now if you both come over here with me, on the $100 clock, we have a rather strange contraption, as you see here. And you'll see why we asked you to take your shoes off. You even slip those slippers off in just a second. Here is a box, as you see. There's a balloon fastened there, a balloon out in front if you want to look at it and see that it's there, right? And here's a balloon on top. Now, what's your problem? Simply helping each other all you can break all of those balloons. Doesn't seem hard, does it? Let's take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 40 seconds from the time I say go. We have a special way of breaking it, however. Betty and Madeline are going to raise this box up. You are going to step under it, and then you are going to squat down. And after you get the box down over you completely so that it is on the floor all around, from then on, you may not emerge from the box in any way, shape, or form. Try to keep all parts of you inside the box, and by rolling the box over and over, break all the balloons. All right? Step under there now. You have 40 seconds. Stand up straight. Stand up straight. You can kick those scuffs off if you want it, so you don't have to bother with them. That's the idea. All right, now just squat right down until the box is on the floor. Now, you remember where the balloons are? Okay. You have 40 seconds to break them all. I just don't break each other. Are you ready? Go. Now, get in. Stay in the box. Stay in the box. Stay in the box. Stay in the box at all times. Stay in the box. Stay in the box. All right? Good sports, both of you. Okay. Nice going. Well, now you see why we had you take your shoes off. You might have had them in each other's eyes or face or something like that. Well, that got you through the $100 clock very handily. And speaking of handily, we have a problem for you now that's a very handy problem. On the $200 clock, will you both come over here with me? Miss Flowers, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed, sir.
Right-handed, all right. Would you step over this side of me, Miss Flowers? And here is a right-handed glove for you. If you'll just slip it on, please. That's the idea. Now, Betty has 3 shoe boxes. Hold them on the palm of your hand. Just balance them there, if you will. Get them where they're comfortable. Madeline has 3 more, and we'll balance those there, too. That's the idea. Now, I want you to take a look down there and see what we see. Your husband has a glove on, hasn't he? Now, when I say go, what I want you to do is this. You remove your husband's glove without touching these boxes and without letting them lean against you or against you. Just get his glove off, that's all, without disturbing the boxes. If the boxes fall, we have a new pile for you and start all over again. Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 45, are you ready? Go. Hold it. Get rid of them, that's the idea. Girls, you can pick those up out there if you will. Okay, go. Work your hand a little. Try to help it. Hold it. We'll get another stack for you right away now. Betty, Madeline, don't get excited. Just take it easy. We'll be all right. There we are. Get them piled up evenly. That's the idea. Yeah, get them nice and easy. That's it. Are you ready? Go. Hold it. All right, now get the glove back on again. I'm going to give you that one hint, Drew. Work your hand a little, too. You know, try to work it out there to help her a little bit. At the same time, you, of course, got to balance those boxes. All right, let's take a look. You still have 34 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Leave it right where it is. It won't give you any disadvantage. Leave it right where it is. Put the 3 more on. Okay, you ready? Go. Easy now. Easy. Watch him, Drew. Watch him, boy. Keep your eye on him. Keep your eye on him. All right! Come on back over here. I don't know as I advise that as a regular way to take gloves off, but it's your turn now, if you will, please, to step down to that end of this platform. Drew, would you mind picking up the coat, getting out of your wife's way? Now, you can't help her, you know, but you can think good thoughts for her, and that we want you to do. Back of this curtain is that jackpot board with all the words of a famous saying or quotation, but they're all out of order. Get them back in order in 20 seconds. Open the curtain. Take a look at it. Go. Okay, stop the clock. Once you put the ball cheering Drew right to your feet on the jackpot clock. Go on back in, Drew. Did your wife just beat the jackpot clock? So let's see what you won. Just take a look over here.
Oh, man.
Mr. and Mrs. Flowers, your prize is Sylvania's exquisite console, the Montclair, with genuine hand-rubbed mahogany inlay doors, large 21-inch movie-clear television with surrounding halo light for the greatest viewing comfort in all television. The Montclair is outstanding in performance and design. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Flowers. You have just won Sylvania's jackpot prize.
My congratulations to you, too. You're too fine to say. It was a nice doing that. Come on up to those kids, will you? Okay, say, by the way, I understand they have 2 little girls. Why don't you give them 2 of the Roxanne dolls, will you?
all right, Bud,
Okay, fine. Now, who we got here?
We have Mr. and Mrs. Walter Kane from Roosevelt, Long Island.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Kane, Roosevelt, Long Island. Hi, Mr. Kane, how are you? And Miss Kane, nice to have you here, too. You're a student, Mr. Kane?
That's right.
Student of what, sir?
Well, I'm Teachers College up at Columbia University.
I see. You plan to become a teacher? Is that
That's
what you
right.
want to do? All right. You have one child. How old?
3 months.
Oh, a little one. A boy or girl?
Girl.
Good enough. All right. We have a little problem in balance for this young man of yours right here. Is he a pretty steady guy, is he? Huh?
Generally.
Generally pretty steady. All right. Let's take a look at your problem on the $100 clock and see what you have. Come over here with me, if you will, please, Walter. Right over on this side of me. This is a fairly old party game idea. We found a lot of people have been playing it, so we thought we'd try it on the show. Here is a beer can, you see? I'm going to place it right there. Here is a pack of cigarettes. Here is a pack of matches. Cigarettes there, matches there. Now, what I want you to do is this. I want you to balance yourself on one foot, I don't care which foot, on that beer can. When I say go, bend down, pick up the package of matches, the package of cigarettes, take out a cigarette, take out a match, strike the match, light the cigarette. We'll stop the clock. That's all you have to do. All of this, of course, without falling off the beer can, without putting your other foot down, without steadying yourself too much on the floor. Take a look over your shoulder and see how many seconds you have. 45 seconds. Believe me, you won't need rubber gloves for this one, all right? Get balanced up there on that beer can. You tell me when you're ready. Are you ready? Easy, boy. Easy. Whoop. All right, hold it. Put them down again. Put them right down there again. That's the idea. Okay, back up again. You tell me. Oh, no. Is our time run out? My goodness. Walter, we've used up all our seconds and minutes. How about it? Can you come back next week?
Yes, I can.
Get yourself a beer can, some cigarettes and matches. Practice all week. That'll be your stunt. Next week you'll be our first contestants at that time. Now, folks, this is Bud Collyer speaking for Sylvania, wishing happy anniversary once again and hoping that next time may be your time to beat the clock. Good night, everybody.
This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Produced in association with the CBS Television Network. Roxanne Gown and Ann Birdie original. This is Vern Bennett reminding you to tune in every week at the same time for Beat the Clock.